Antiquity Geeks, this is Merp.
And this is JoJo.
And in today's video, we will be briefly discussing the history of Germany.
So Germany actually begins far earlier than 1949.
Indeed, it begins during Roman times and the reign of Julius Caesar.
When he was emperor, he decided to name the region Germania. You can see where the inspiration for the name came from.
Now, before this, there were already tribes living in the area.
These tribes fought a battle with the Romans and surprisingly won the war.
This war was called the Battle of the Teutoburg Forest, and it was the alliance of the Germanic tribes that led into victory in 9 AD.
Then came the fall of the Roman Empire, or more specifically, the western portion.
The Franks then came along and annexed all of the tribal land into their empire. Once Charlemagne seceded from the throne, the Frankish Empire was split into smaller parts, and the region in which the German region was then called East Francia.
Then came the Holy Roman Empire. This mighty empire lasted a little short of a millennium, lasting until the very early 19th century.
After protests about Catholicism which led northern European states to become Protestant Christian, the two Holy Roman halves fought a long war, dubbed the 30 Years' War, which spanned from 1618 to 1648.
This war killed much of the Holy Roman population. This was the end of the Holy Roman Empire and the start of several independent states. This system ended up being confusing, as the Holy Roman Empire was simply an area after this, and was dissolved in the early 19th century.
Germany was then split apart into independent states throughout the region's later history, such as Bavaria, Saxony, and Prussia.
Germany was eventually unified into one country in 1871, during the Industrial Revolution. It led Germany on a more modern path, and Germany flourished in this new world like its American and European counterparts.
Germany's economy was so vast, it eventually surpassed Great Britain by the start of the 20th century. Germany eventually fell into a war-torn lifestyle for a few decades. In 1914, World War I had begun, and Germany, being the lead in the World War I alliance, the Central Powers, fighting against the forces of Great Britain, Russia, and France. The war had come to an end in 1918.
The Germans wanted to get into France during World War I, but the French had put up a defense along the border they shared, using a simple and incorrect logic. The German forces tried to attack France by going through Belgium.
Little did they know they would declare war in turn on Great Britain by declaring war on Belgium, since the two were allies.
Germany and the Central Powers ended up losing the war, and Germany ended up going into financial devastation during the Great Depression.
Then, in 1933, the Nazi Party took control of Germany, under the rule of Adolf Hitler. Hitler was building up an army secretly in his country, and ended up combining territories with nearby Austria. It also invaded portions of Czechoslovakia. The German invasion of Poland marked the beginning of the Second World War, where Germany led the Axis powers against the Allied forces. In 1939, Nazi Germany set up an agreement with the Soviet Union to create a border on the eastern and western fronts of Europe.
Eventually, Germany had control of pretty much all of Western Europe. Germany came pretty close to winning the war, but the Allied forces dropped 2 bombs on Japan, ending the war, causing Adolf Hitler to commit suicide and ending the Nazi regime.
After World War II, Germany was split up into portions controlled by different countries. The city of Berlin was also split up. Eventually, Germany became 2 countries, West Germany and East, during the Cold War. West Germany was more the Germany we see today, involved in the UN and NATO, while the East was more communist Germany.
In 1989, the Berlin Wall, which was built to divide Germany, fell, and Germany was unified as one country, which we see today. It remains one of the most influential countries, as well as wields one of the most powerful militaries on the planet.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more, subscribe. And if you liked the video, make sure to press the thumbs up, or, if you didn't, thumbs down, because feedback helps us make better content. See ya!
Also, please comment feedback on our videos to see what you want to see, like certain countries, or comment what we did wrong so we can improve our videos. Again, thanks for watching and see you guys later.